Into the developing story out of Minnesota. Another night of unrest after the shooting of yet another unarmed black man. Hundreds of protesters gathering outside the Brooklyn Center Police Department. They're calling for justice after the death of 20-year-old Daunte Wright. Now, according to our sister station there, about 40 arrests were made overnight. Here's what we know about the shooting so far. Now, Wright was fatally shot by a police officer Sunday during a traffic stop. Now, that officer has been identified as Kim Potter. She's a 26-year veteran of the force. The police chief there says it was an accidental discharge. He says Potter intended to use her taser instead of her firearm. Police body camera footage was released yesterday. It shows the moments unfolding, and do want to give you a heads up. This footage could be disturbing for some of you. So Wright had been pulled over for an expired vehicle registration. Officers looked him up, realized he had an outstanding warrant for a misdemeanor charge. This morning, the officer, Potter, is on administrative leave. The prosecutor handling this case says that if charges are appropriate, he would file them either late today or tomorrow. There have been a lot of hashtags that you probably have seen on social media, a lot of calls to say their name. Daunte Wright's name, one of them, and his death happens mere miles away from where George Floyd died. And we know this can be mentally exhausting, mentally draining as well. So I do want to get back to Sonia Zad. Sonia, if you can be, are we going to Tashar rather? I'm sorry, we're going to Tashar. I apologize, Sonia. Tashar, we talked about this in the hour before, how we have been inundated with information daily. And when you add yet another event, you add more traumatic video on top of that. We have to talk about our mental health and our well-being. The American Medical Association suggests 3 things to do.
Yeah, Mark, they do suggest 3 things to do, and folks are just really tired. You know, I can't speak for everybody, but I know that those stressors continue to have an impact on your lives daily. You know, specifically for the African American community, the AMA has, again, 3 suggestions. First, feel your feelings. Give yourself the grace and the space to feel whatever emotions that you are having. Second, take those media breaks. Look, I know it's early, 6:37 here this morning. You're up watching the news, and yeah, we appreciate that. But sometimes, look, you got to disconnect and you have to take a break, and that includes social media. I'm raising my hand and you can't see me. I'm talking to myself. Lastly, ask for help when needed. Between COVID-19, police injustice, life stressors, look, we got to normalize mental health check-ins. That can be with your family, friends, professional help if you have the means and resources to do that. And Mark, again, I said earlier during our early morning show around 5 o'clock this morning that, look, I can't speak for everybody, but I know with the pandemic that we all had to deal with, but more specifically for African Americans being disproportionately impacted by that, along with what happened last year with George Floyd, Derek Chauvin, there's just been a lot to deal with. So you guys, when we say, you know, take care of your mental health, we really do mean that. And like I said while I was reading that, I am talking to myself as well, Mark.
Yeah, we thought 2021 was supposed to be a big improvement over last year, but still a lot of folks dealing with some of the same stressors. Tashara? 100%.
You know, 2021, everybody just thought things were going to magically change, you know, when we got to January 1st. But man, ain't nothing really changed, and we continue to still see issues continuing to happen. So you got to take care of your mental health now more than ever, because again, we're watching videos, and those videos, as you continue to see them, that can be traumatic. And I wish we didn't have to see what was happening, but it's almost more important that we are seeing those issues continue to unfold. So take care of yourself as much as you can.
Yeah, we've been reminded that your mental health just as important as your physical health. And if you or somebody you know is looking for some resources to help you out with mental health, try contacting the National Alliance on Mental Illness. They've got guidance for anybody trying to navigate that mental health system, and perhaps one of the best parts, it is free. Kara?